life. When I'm with you, I don't wanna cry. You please me better, keep me wetter. You took his trash and turned it into treasure. Don't gotta tell you, boy, you do it better. Don't gotta tell you, boy, you move so clever. You already know what's up. Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've recorded. I've had a lot of life changes and surprises. So this is what's been going on. Surprise. I am 36 weeks pregnant with a girl. So today's video is going to be talking about getting pregnant after choosing adoption. And the feelings that go behind it, and just all of the above. So if you guys have seen my first video, you would know that in 2012, I was 16 years old. I gave birth to a daughter and chose adoption for her, and that was 10 years ago. I'm 26 now. It has been really difficult. But before we get into that, I just want to say that my makeup is done because I had a photo shoot today for maternity. And so there's that. Also, I just want to say that I'm working on my baby shower stuff. So I actually watched a YouTube video on this, and I have a TikTok on it. So if you guys want to learn how to make this, you can watch the YouTube video that I watched or something. So it's a lot going on. I moved into my first house, no more apartments. The feelings, when I first found out, I was scared. I immediately said no. I'm not doing this. I'm not ready for a baby. It's not the right time. When I told my fiance that we are pregnant, he didn't really have a reaction, but I cried instantly. And I just said, no, this can't be. Like, we can't. The thing is, because when you go through something traumatic as bearing a child for 9 months and giving her away, it's something that scars you, especially if choosing adoption was not your decision. Immediately I thought about her and how she would feel, and just me not having her, I immediately was just like, I don't know what to do. And then I just prayed about it, and what happened was I came to a realization that I'm 26 years old now. I'm not getting any younger. I deserve to live my life. I deserve to not feel guilty about a decision that I've made 10 years ago. And I just deserve to feel normal again, if that makes sense. I don't want to, this is a very sensitive topic for me, so some things might not be said correctly or in the right form. Don't take everything super literal. Just understand that I have a hard time releasing these words. I was only like 10 weeks pregnant. We started telling people after, the time they tell you, so you don't miscarry. But for a long time, even still now, I have those feelings. Like, for a long time, everyone's like, are you excited? And I'm just like, no. I didn't want to be a parent. I wasn't ready to be a parent. It was just very, 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 very scary. It's the fact that I'm going to be responsible for a whole human being, for her feeding her, for making sure she's hydrated when she's sick, taking care of her. And I can't even barely take care of myself correctly. So how am I supposed to take care of a kid? But as time went on, obviously she's due in about 20 days. I still, in the back of my mind, there's still that voice like, I'm not ready for this. I didn't want this for myself. But there's also love. There's also excitement, so it's a bunch of feelings that comes with it. The main thing for me is just making sure that my first daughter understands that she will always be a part of my life and she will never be put on a back burner. I even have, in my baby's room right now, we're putting together her nursery. I have, things from the first pregnancy and stuff like that, just so she's included. How she reacted to the pregnancy was not good, but it was expected, and that's what I was not prepared for. And so that's why I didn't have any more kids between this 10-year thing, because I didn't know how to, it was about her. I wouldn't have known how to present that to her or explain to her that she matters as well. And so we didn't talk this whole pregnancy. She didn't want to talk to me. She was just over it. And it hurt my feelings that I couldn't really explain to her that it's hard for me as well, and that it wasn't just something that I did out of spite, and that it's a lot of emotions behind it. And people who have chosen adoption and are now having kids, they would understand, but I think a few would understand, because a lot of people that chose adoption, it was their decision, it wasn't mine. So that's where the mixed emotions come in, and the not wanting to be a parent ever because of that. But we finally talked, and I'm gonna take it, one day at a time. And we talked for 2 days, basically, for like 3 hours. And she's still not comfortable, and would like me not to bring the new baby around when I visit, but which is understandable. We think alike. We have the same mindset. She is literally an exact replica of me. So, in my opinion, so I know how her mind thinks, and I would be doing the same exact thing even at my age now. So I understand, and I'm not mad at her for it, but it does hurt my feelings a little bit, because, in order to show her that she matters, I would like her to be involved. But, she won't fully understand that until she's older. As far as support, I have the most support I've ever had in my entire life with his family. And it's just hard to accept it right now, just because, I lost my mom in 2020. And it's hard to accept other people's family as family for me, especially when mine isn't even in order and they're not, being as supportive. And so it's just really hard to accept that love from other people, and I'm really really pulling away from it. But I just pray about it and try to accept the love for what it is. All in all, this is super scary. It's a super traumatic thing, going through that. And when I started getting a stomach, I used to try to still hide it, because if you watch the first video, then you kind of know. But basically, I had to hide in the house while I was pregnant with the first baby, because they didn't want anyone to know that I was pregnant. And so I basically secretly gave birth, couldn't tell anybody about it, like grandparents, family, just my immediate family knew. And when I turned 18 is when I decided, like, this is my story. I'm going to tell it to my family now. And so when I started showing right now, current pregnancy, I was very embarrassed, because that's how I felt the first pregnancy. And what a lot of people don't understand is, like, people are like, oh, well, because you've been pregnant before, so But honestly, guys, the first pregnancy is, I don't even really have, it wasn't an experience. So to me, this is really a first pregnancy because I experienced the morning sickness, the kicking and moving and all that. I didn't know what that was at 16 years old. I'm thinking I got air bubble, you know. So the first pregnancy, I didn't experience any pregnancy things, and I didn't find out until I was 6 months pregnant. So it was just like I didn't go through the early stages of stuff and, you know, wanting to find out the gender, because I didn't know her gender until she was actually born. You know, just things like that. And so this was definitely a new experience for me and a happy experience. Just when it came to, like I said, going in public and actually having a stomach, I was very like, oh my God, I look so fat. Like I don't want to show my stomach. Like, I don't want people to look at me weird. And it took some time, but now I don't care. I'm just like, whatever, embrace it, you know. It's life and it is what it is. So I didn't want to talk your guys' ear off, but I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's been going on and, you know, just talk about the feelings. And maybe you guys can comment down in the comment section below and give me, you know, a little bit more to elaborate on, because I'm just going off the top of my brain right now, and letting you guys know how, you know, it's just very terrifying for me. Becoming a mother is terrifying for me, but it's also exciting and I can't wait to meet her. But yeah, other than that, I just want to thank you guys for listening. If you have any questions, as always, you can ask. And I also don't want any negative things going on, because I get fake pages messaging me all the time. Like, I just had a fake page when I first posted my pregnancy. They were like, oh, so you're gonna keep this baby, but you gave away your first one, and all this stuff that was not needed. And those people seriously need help, because it just doesn't make any sense to not prey on someone's downfall, but make a joke out of something that is traumatic and painful for somebody to talk about. And so I'm going to forever relive those moments, and I'm going to forever feel that, you know what I mean? Especially when people bring it up like that out of being petty or whatever the case may be. But thank you guys for watching. And as always, I don't know, as always, honestly, actually. But I'll catch you guys in the next video.
I'm so attached to you. I don't wanna love another like the way I do. I know it's gonna hurt, I'm so scared of the truth. And I know it's gonna hurt, I'm so scared of the truth.